Welcome to Star Sign Horoscopes, presented by Astrology Hub. This is your place to discover how each zodiac sign can work with this week's astrology. I am your host, Jamie Magee, an astrologer, author, and a member of the production team here at Astrology Hub, and I am really excited to dive into this week's astrology with you. Hi, astrology lovers. Welcome to Star Sign Horoscopes. I'm your astrologer, Jamie Magee. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the astrology for September 30th through October 6th. I do hope you guys are having a good week out there. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, the top news this week is that Mercury will station direct. Now, when Mercury shifts in or out of retrograde, it kind of feels like a train shifting tracks. It can be a little bumpy. Now, the win here is that it's happening across a weekend. At the same time, if you have any big plans, try to stay flexible. I think you'll end up where you're supposed to be, or at least where you're meant to be. Now, I would love to know in the comments how hard or easy this Mercury retrograde was for you and what your sun sign and your rising sign is. So kind of think of a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest. Okay, Mercury will also trine Pluto this week, offering the opportunity to look beyond the surface and really work with your personal power within you and within your environment. We'll talk about where this focus may be for you as we move through each of the signs. We also have Venus opposing Jupiter in a few days. Now, this will build on opportunities that have already started to reveal themselves to you. Now, remember, like last week, it's important to stay humble, grateful, and grounded when working with this cosmic energy. But overall, this week is more so an integrating week. It's building on recent reveals, goals, and lessons kind of all at the same time. I can't wait to talk about it. Before we do, please be sure to check out the free gift that is posted underneath this broadcast for you. I'll talk more about that at the end. All right, guys, let's get started. Okay, Libra, let's take a look at your week. Now, Libra, your top 3 focuses are going to be 1, reviewing recent revelations around a spiritual or creative journey. 2, looking deeper into the dimensions of your foundations. And 3, considering a tempting offer within partnerships. Now, let's talk about why these are your top 3. Now, this week, you may find that you're still processing the revelations and new beginnings in your life. Staying humble and avoiding indulgence is going to be a little difficult to do at times this week, especially when it comes to partnerships. Now, Libra, codependence is something you're really good at balancing. However, with the current cosmic skies, going overboard in one direction or another is possible. Notice what's balanced and beautiful in your relationships and in your life, but avoid being swept away by beauty alone. Now, as Mercury stations, he will help you look behind the veil of reality and search for deeper meaning in the connections that you have. Now, this may feel more internal or reflective for you, but what I want you to do is notice triggers or your reactions to your emotions, and then follow that thread and heal or start to heal any open wounds that you have there. Now, Libra, grounding into the present and appreciating your inner strength will help you make the most of this week's energy. I do hope you have a good one. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Scorpio, let's take a look at your week. Now, Scorpio, your top 3 focuses are going to be 1, continuing to work on balancing your mind, body, and routines. 2, looking deeper into what you've communicated or heard recently. 3, integrating lessons about your creativity and who you share it with. Now, let's talk about why these are your top 3. Balancing your mind and body is still an area that has your focus as we start this week out. Now, Scorpio, I encourage you to lean into solutions that are supporting a healing path. The biggest challenge you have this week is becoming stagnant or obsessed. Now, Scorpio, try to strike a balance between these 2 points. Actively pursue your goals in a very healthy fashion. On a more external level, your attention may be drawn to communication. There may be a conversation this week that helps you look deeper into the motives of others or even yourself. Now, looking deeper, exploring what's beyond the surface will help you integrate hidden lessons and move forward with clarity. So, being aware and consciously working towards your future, it's also going to help you prepare for the upcoming eclipses. But overall, Scorpio, I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Sagittarius, let's take a look at your week. Now, your top three focuses are going to be one, your creativity and who you choose to share it with. Two, understanding the balance of power in your health and your wealth. And three, moving forward with plans to support your dreams and your reputation. Now, let's talk about why these are your top three. Now, your attention may still be focused on what you love, create, and who you share this creation with. The rapid growth around these topics could take you off guard or seem overwhelming. Now, Sagittarius, feeling overwhelmed is a good thing. It means that you're feeling gratitude or even humble about the opportunities. If you find that you are sensing the opposite, wanting the growth to accelerate, it's a cue to ground, to slow down. Ensure that what you're bringing into your life is actually manageable in the long term and that it's in alignment with your core values. Now, as Mercury moves out of retrograde, you may feel ready to take action on career plans or that this is who I am to the world kind of plans. You could also be ready to move forward with associations that can help support these ambitions. Now, forward action is definitely recommended, and so is integration, like learning the lessons from the past. Look for opportunities to learn or revise. Those are going to be helpful tools. Doing this is going to help support the balance of power and growth that is centered around your health and your wealth. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Capricorn, let's take a look at your week. Now, Capricorn, your top three focuses are going to be one, balancing your roots and your reputation. Two, forward motion on personal convictions that support your purpose. And three, looking for a deeper meaning behind lessons that have guided you to this point in your life. Now, let's talk about why these are your top three. Now, recently, your mind has been focused on your convictions or mastering a topic to help you communicate in a broader way. Now, this week, you will sense a shift in direction on this topic. Forward motion is likely. Now, you still have some integrating to do or lessons to learn, so be on the lookout for teaching moments. The important step is to keep your long-term vision in alignment with the choices that you are making now. I encourage you to take some time and really look inward and reflect this week. Capricorn, you've gone through a deeply transformational phase over the recent years, and in many ways, you are still walking this path. Lessons and hardships of the past, though, are the golden tools that you can use to fortify the life that you are building now. Your job is to look for them and to learn from them. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Aquarius, let's take a look at your week. Now, Aquarius, your top three focuses are going to be one, working with new ways to share your vision. Two, looking deeper into needed transformations. And three, integrating lessons that support the pathway forward. Now, let's talk about why these are your top three. This week will build on last week's opportunities to communicate, educate, or move in a new direction. Now, you may find that you are romanticizing this new direction or opportunity that you have. Now, Aquarius, try to keep one foot in reality and realize that there is a shadow and a light to every path that you take. To make the most of this new direction that you have your eye on, you really need to integrate the lessons that you are in the middle of now. So it's important to notice like what triggers you or your emotions and really reflect on what they're trying to say to you. Don't be afraid to be aware of your body and the messages that it's sending to you. Now, this reflection will help you make the most of the current opportunities and overcome any challenges that are just around over there on the horizon. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Pisces, let's take a look at your week. Now, Pisces, your top three focuses are going to be one, working with opportunities that support your values. Two, moving forward with decisions about your partnerships. And three, using newfound clarity to communicate your desires. Now, let's talk about why these are your top three. Now, opportunities are still presenting themselves around your wealth. Wealth does not always mean money. What you're sensing now is a pull between what's important to you and what's important to those that you are entwined with. I encourage you to balance the desires that you have here as much as possible. Try not to surrender to either side completely. Instead, Virgo, move forward with intentions that are in alignment with your heart. The good news is that once Mercury moves forward, your mind is going to feel a little bit clearer. Now, before you take action or communicate changes you want to make in your partnerships, look for hidden lessons or invitations to revise choices that were made recently. Go beyond the surface of what was said or heard. Hidden in plain sight is a valuable tool that will help you balance your values and who you choose to share them with. I do hope you have a good week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Aries, let's take a look at your week. Now, Aries, your top three focuses are going to be one, building on partnership opportunities, two, moving forward with plans that support your health and your wealth, and three, looking deeper into the balance of power in your life. Now, let's talk about why these are your top three. Opportunities around partnerships will be amplified again this week. When possible, deepen relationships that speak to your heart. However, keep an open mind that with the current cosmic skies, it's really easy to get swept away by beauty or the allure of an opportunity that you have. Try to stay clear and grounded when you are one to one this week. Now, recently, you've been reviewing actions and choices made around your daily rituals, your work, or your health. Now, you may have felt stalled or lost around these topics. As Mercury moves out of retrograde, clarity and the desire to take action will be hard to miss. Now, forward motion is encouraged, but you want to make sure that you look for and work with needed adjustments to make that forward motion smoother and where it's leading you last longer. This is really going to help you realize that power and influence that you have, not only around your reputation, but every corner of your life. Aries, thoughts create the world around you. What world are you building this week? I do hope you have a good one. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Taurus, let's talk about your week. Now, your top three focuses are going to be one, finding balance and beauty within and without. Two, forward motion with plans on topics around love and ritual. Three, considering personal convictions and mastery. Now, let's talk about why these are your top three. Now, the focus you have on your daily rituals, work, and health will be amplified with beauty this week. In many ways, this energy can be healing and nurturing. I definitely encourage you to appreciate all that you find beautiful both within and without. Now, because this energy is so powerful, it could be difficult to be present at times this week. Now, if you find that you need to make a decision, it may be best to take a step back and look deeper at all of the layers before you make that choice. Now, as Mercury moves forward, you'll be ready to take action around plans that really support creativity, work, and daily rituals. Now, though you still have some needed revisions, this is a good time to think about mastery, what you want to learn, teach, or explore at a higher level. You may have to look beyond the surface to find the answer to this question, like really dig deep within. Don't be afraid to ask yourself hard questions, or more so, Taurus, don't be afraid of the change that those answers are going to inspire. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Hi, Gemini. Let's take a look at your week. Now, Gemini, your top three focuses are going to be one, what you create and who you share it with. Two, forward motion on topics that are close to home. And three, deeply considering action steps that support transformation. Now let's talk about why these are your top three. Now, this week's energy will amplify what you love and create, which sounds amazing, but at the same time, it does have a shadow. Going too far in any direction will bring more harm than good. If you feel rushed to make a decision or the opposite, no desire to move out of your bliss bubble, try to rebalance. Take actions to share what you have created in a humble way. Now, as Mercury moves out of retrograde, topics close to home or at your roots could cause a little bit of confusion, kind of, conversations that don't make sense or you're seeing the other side of them. Now, clarity and integration will come soon, but for now, try to stay flexible and open to revising, re-listening, or relearning something. Now, speaking of learning, this is a good time to really look at the power of both endings and beginnings in your life, what your values are, and how they connect with your foundations. Now, reflecting on all of this, it could be a little challenging. They're challenging topics, but it will help guide your heart and the opportunities that are starting to reveal themselves now. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Cancer, let's take a look at your week. Now, Cancer, your top three focuses are going to be one, balancing your roots and your reputation, two, integrating lessons learned close to home, and three, the hidden power within your relationships. Now, let's talk about why these are your top three. Now, this week, both Venus and Jupiter are expanding the energy around your roots and your reputation. This is that home work life balance. This could easily impact your individuality, vitality, and partnerships. It could be very healing to indulge in the beauty or even that sense of luck, being in the right place at the right time. But remember, reality checks are never too far away. Ensure that you are falling in love with opportunities that you can build on. Now, this weekend, there could be some confusion or cross lines of communication, but as the week moves forward, you will be motivated to take action on revisions and goals that you have. Don't be afraid to look beyond what's being said or heard. There are many layers in every relationship that you have. Understanding them will bring clarity to where the power lies and how you can balance it. Knowing this will guide you toward needed endings and beginnings. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Hi, Leo. Let's take a look at your week. Now, Leo, your top three focuses are going to be one, finding beauty and knowledge. Two, clearing up any miscommunication around money or values. Three, finding balance in the power of your rituals. Now, let's talk about why these are your top three. Now, wisdom and conveying it with a humble heart is a beautiful concept that you may find yourself considering this week. Both Venus and Jupiter are highlighting the knowledge you have and the opportunity to learn or share more. Now, other topics that could be big or in focus might be around teaching, exploring, or your personal beliefs and convictions. Now, Leo, this cosmic flow of energy definitely empowers those who are humble in both the short and long term. If you happen to lack gratitude, it may not take away your present gifts, but it will definitely make the reality checks that are going to come later a bit harsher. Now, if you speak, learn, and explore from the heart, you're going to find your balance, find a way to support now and then. Okay, so expressing what's important to you has had some recent challenges. You may have also had trouble around finances, them being stalled or unclear about what they would be or can be. Now, there's going to be some forward action in this area very soon. If you want to clear things up faster, look for hidden lessons and invitations to redo, rethink, or revise recent actions or steps on these topics. Now, Leo, also keep in mind that there's a lot of layers to both health and wealth. The secret to finding health and wealth is in your daily ritual and your thoughts. I want you to reflect on what's supporting you. What thoughts or actions need to end and what needs to begin? The answers you find here are going to definitely help you make the most of this week. I hope you have a good one. I look forward to seeing you next time.
Hi, Virgo. Let's take a look at your week. Now, Virgo, your top three focuses are going to be one, values and shared wealth, two, revising how you express yourself, and three, understanding where the balance of power lies in your life. Now, let's talk about why these are your top three. Now, Venus and Jupiter will continue to amplify your values this week. The opportunity to deepen your relationships or enrich your skills and self esteem are likely. Now, the caution here, especially since this energy has to do with your values and self esteem, is try to stay grounded when possible. If something seems too good to be true, it likely is. Having discernment is important, and you're really good at that, Virgo. However, it's also important to embrace opportunities that support the path that you are on. There is a very fine, detailed line that you can walk here, but Virgo, I have no doubt that you're going to find it. You're going to find the opportunities that support you and not lean into anything that could set you back. Now, as Mercury moves forward, you may also find that you have the need to clear up any mixed messages that you've sent out into the world. I really want you to welcome in opportunities to revise or integrate what you've learned recently. Now, on another note, deeply transformational love and power struggles have taken you on a journey in the recent years, Virgo. Now you're nearing the end of this life lesson, but between now and that point, it's important to make friends with the power within you and how it connects to the power sources in your life. Any reflection or action you take in this area should feel healing on purpose and on time. I really want you to seek change. And when you seek it, you will find it, Virgo. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, guys, that is everyone. I do hope you found some helpful tips about how you can work with this week's energy. Now, at the beginning of this broadcast, I asked you to check out your free gift underneath this post, and I do hope that you have done that. You know, guys, I am always in this balance of complete addicted astrology lovers and those who know nothing about astrology. And one thing that really helps me connect with those who do not know much about them is to really kind of go back and think about their sun sign and their role and how they approach the world. And because I do this so often, it was so fun for me to create this guide for you. It's this one-stop go-to guide that will really help you understand how to charm and appreciate your lover, your friend, and your boss, your employee, all based on that one point in the chart, the Zodiac sign. And guys, it's absolutely free. To get this free guide, all you need to do is go to astrologyhub.com/please, and we'll send it right to you. If you already have it, I would love to know what you think about it and if you found it helpful so far. One more note. I want to let you know about an exciting program that is coming this fall. Now, if you are an Astrology Hub Inner Circle member, you already know all about this and you've been able to experience it. I've definitely loved one-on-one consultations with many of you. Now, what is this program called that's coming in the fall? It's called Astrology Connect. And what is it? It's a one-stop hub where you can access quality astrology readings, one-on-one consultations with you, an astrologer. Now, you're going to be able to book or access your favorite astrologers on demand. Now, how great is that? Now, if you want to stay in the loop for when this comes out or be on the wait list and one of the first ones to get a reading with someone like myself, Gemini Brett, Cameron Allen, and many others, all you need to do is go to astrologyhub.com/connect, and you'll be in that loop. All right, guys, I hope you have a good week. I look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you for listening to Astrology Hub Star Sign Horoscopes. If you'd like to easily jump to your personal horoscope, sign up to get a timestamped star sign episode emailed to you each Friday. Go to astrologyhub.com/star signs and sign up now. That's astrologyhub.com/star signs.